Good day guys, welcome. Today I'll show you how to use a transistor as a switch, as well as how you would connect that to your Pi or Arduino or whichever controller you would be using. Now as you'll see here, your transistor would have 3 pins, right? Depending on your transistor, these pins might differ in position, but here we have it in this order. Pin 1 is your base, pin 2 is your collector, and pin 3 is your emitter. Now, you can check your data sheet for your transistor pin descriptions, but in this case we have base, collector, and emitter, right? Now let's get into showing you how to connect your transistor. First off, we have this LED here as an indicator of whether our device is receiving power. Now, if we wanted to light up this LED, we would connect the positive side, which is this pin here, to the positive side of the battery. And we would connect this pin here, which is the negative side of our device, to the negative side of the battery. Now let's quickly do that just to show you what pins are which, right? So we'll connect this one to our negative side of the battery, right? So this wire is our negative side, right? Now we're going to connect this positive one here at the back. I'm going to go in. I'm going to connect it there. See how light goes on now, right? Pretty straightforward. Now, if we want to connect this circuit, see we have this battery and the device in the circuit, right? Now we want to put on this light here using the transistor as a switch, right? Now what you'll do is you'll take this pin here, your negative side, right? And you'll put it here in your collector, which is in this case the middle pin, but you'll put it there in the collector side, right? Your positive side will leave for now. This will still connect to your positive side. So this will still go here, but you have your negative side of your device going into the middle pin here, the collector pin on the transistor. Now, we will need to ground the transistor as well, right? Because the transistor the current can't flow through here if we don't ground it back to the battery, right? So what we'll do is we'll take a grounding pin, which is the emitter side. We'll take a grounding pin, put it into the emitter, pin number 3, the emitter, and that will go back to our negative side. Yeah, it will go to our negative side, right? So here we have our positive wire that goes into our device, and then we have our negative pin goes into the emitter and connect it to the battery, right? Now your device will be flowing through your transistor and it's ready to be switched on. We just need to switch it on, right? So what we'll do then is pin number 1 base, right? Pin number 1, got this green wire ready here. This will then need to be connected to a battery. We need to send a signal into the transistor, pin number 1, so that the current can flow between the collector and emitter, right? So what we then do, in this case, we have our base, which is our signal to the transistor, which is this green wire, going back to positive as well, because we are sending a signal now to the transistor, showing that we want to switch this on. We're taking that, we're connecting it here, You'll see that the light now goes on, you see? You've successfully switched on this device here using the transistor, right? Now you can check that if you only supply the positive side of the device, this red wire, and you connect the ground, it's not going to work. And if you only put in the green base and the emitter, it's not going to work. You need both the positive side of your device and base to go to the positive side of the battery, and then your emitter needs to go to the negative side of the battery. That's the only way you're gonna get it to switch on, right? Now that's pretty cool, right? Now here's the catch, right? Most of the time you won't be connecting your transistor base directly to your battery to switch on your device. You'd like to switch on your device with an external controller like a Raspberry Pi or an Arduino. In that case, you won't be connecting your base directly to your battery. You would connect your base, let's say, to your Arduino for a pin to signal that the switch needs to be turned on. And your emitter ground will still be going to your ground. But in this case, you'll need an additional lead. Now I'm putting in a blue lead for this, which is going to be another grounding wire that goes into your emitter. Let's put it in there. Now this grounding wire will need to connect back into the ground of your Arduino or your Raspberry Pi. In this setup, which means there's two pins in your emitter going back to ground, you will and you switch on the code for the base wire, the green wire, it will switch on your device. So yeah, there we have it. That's how you set up a transistor using your Arduino. I hope this has helped. Please like and subscribe, and feel free to look at any of my other videos. I have quite cool videos here. Check these two. It's quite cool. Thanks guys.